And Aston Villa coming to this match at last believing, I imagine, that they can overhaul Ipswich at the top. That, of course, after the heavy Ipswich defeat at Leeds in midweek. Villa coming to this game, in fact, just 1 point adrift. So what a vital day for them. And there to cover it at Filbert Street, where the cameras of ATV, and our commentator Hugh Johns.
Peter Withe's return after a two-match suspension provides a double lift for Villa. They need him for the final sprint to the finishing line, and he needs these last 7 games to hit the goals which would give him a personal record season. A hat-trick today would do it. Leicester seek to stiffen their defence by recalling the transfer listed Scott after a 2-month absence to replace the injured O'Neill. Grucock, out of the side since the September thrashing at Forest, came back for McDonald at Main Road in the week and retains his place after that fine result. Withe's return pushes Geddes out of the Villa side onto the substitutes bench, despite his vital goal against Southampton last Saturday. So it's the solid, settled side again. Consistency is a key feature in Villa's success. Only 14 players have been used so far. 7 of this team haven't missed a game. Friar with the throw-in, aiming for Wilson, cut out by Cowans. Friar hits that one high in the air. Young got it down. Linex. Well, the angle was narrow, but Linex thought it was worth a try, and Rimmer knew he had to get there first. Withe knocking down to Mortimer. Searing clearance then from Friar, who goes forward to try and support Melrose. May not need it, it's Young. That's a penalty against Ken McNaught. No hesitation by referee Terry Morris. The very second the challenge was put in, he pointed to the spot. There's Young, there's McNaught, there's the tackle. Points to the penalty spot as Terry Morris, the referee. So, Steve Lannex versus Jimmy Rimmer. And 1-0, Leicester City. Just about 15 minutes of the first half gone. And he took that so coolly, so calmly. And Rimmer went the wrong way. Steve Lannex. His 3rd goal for Leicester. And Leicester fans believe that their side could be continuing this remarkable recent run. Leicester City, bottom of the table in January. Since then, they've played 10 matches and only lost 2 of them, both of them away from home, and put up some sterling performances. That's Allan Evans getting in. Well, that was a sloppy piece of marking by Leicester City then to allow Allan Evans to get in that close with a shot very close to being on target. Tommy Williams forward to Linex. Good pace then, good cover then by Gary Williams. Fine bit of fullback play. That could go for a corner. And Wallington makes sure and kicks the ball clean out of the ground. So we shall have yet another ball put on. That's the 3rd one we used this afternoon. And now well, ball number 3 has been kicked back, and this is ball number 1 back in use again. Sort of permutation, any one from 3 balls going on at the moment. But with this ball, Villa are going to have a free kick. And Tommy Williams is having a firm word from referee Morris for making a grab to stop the free kick being taken quickly. It's Gordon Cowans over the ball. They've got Shaw with McNaught. That's Withe. That's 1-1. Peter Withe. He creeps closer to his best ever record season. And that looked so easy, didn't it? He rose magnificently, did Withe. Just a glance of the head. 1-1. Pick that out. So the Villa Park travelling fans feel that their side's well back in the game. 9 minutes after Leicester scored, here we are, 24 minutes gone. And Peter Withe picks up his 16th goal of the season, 15 of them now in First Division matches, and Withe's on his way again. And he's suckered the inexperienced Paul Friar into that challenge. And a free kick, of course, is given against the Leicester youngster. And Cowans, who the architect of the Villa goal just a moment or so ago, takes this free kick. And this time he's looking for Allan Evans, and it's much too long. Now for Morley. Touch for Bremner, and he's going to drive one. And he's going to push it in there again with Shaw. Now that partnership looking pretty sharp. With down with the chest, Shaw bang with the right foot, and Wallington was stretching. Melrose, Drewcock. Here comes Bremner, he's beaten him for Melrose. Wilson goes on, chased by Cowans, the two number 10s. Early ball in, Young! Maybe took that too casually. Maybe thought that a little flick was all that was needed, but in fact he had time. See the amount of space that Young has there. He left his marker, and over the bar goes the ball. Touch on from Withe. May down, and Bremner's in there. And Bremner makes it 2-1 to Aston Villa. Des Bremner. Well, he's gone 24 games up to today since he last scored. That was at home to Brighton, and that will have brightened Des Bremner's day. He came in on that, and he was so sure of himself, and he buries the ball beautifully. 2-1 Aston Villa. 33 minutes of the game gone. And after a bright start, Leicester are finding it hard going. Leicester lost 2-0 at Villa Park earlier this season. Leicester down 2-1. That's Young. Oh, what a fine try. Oh, he really sold Jimmy Rimmer then. Because Rimmer set off in the wrong direction. You see Rimmer go to his right as this ball is struck, changes, then goes left, and he knew he wasn't going to get there and was glad the ball went past the post. It's Withe, and cut out. Finally then, by Scott, but Cowans is in on his own. Until May got there and gave a corner away. And Withe gives Cowans a little pat on his rump for a lovely piece of controlled football, which, in all honesty, deserved at least a shot from Cowans at the end of it. With the corner, now Mortimer. Near post for Evans. Withe fighting to get the ball, and short. Oh! Stopped by Wallington and the post and Friar eventually. And goal number 3 did not go in the net. Beautifully flighted corner. Withe fell on the ball. Thought the referee might have stopped the play there, but it comes to Shaw. Left foot drive, Wallington a touch, and Friar gets it away off the post. The corner coming in again as Wallington jumps well to pull it down from Withe. Drewcock's header forward. Oh, and it was Bremner and Evans who got in each other's way, and now it's Young. Cowans says, come on, get it. And is it going in? Linex has put it in, and it counts. It's 2-2. A tale of errors then, all the way along. First, it was Bremner and Evans getting in each other's way, and now here it was Cowans, and Swain comes in late. Lynex gets it away from all of them and pops in his second goal of the game, so it's 2-2. So Steve Lynex having himself a time here this afternoon. 43 minutes, 2 minutes to go to half-time. The game wide open again. And Aston Villa, well, it's happened to them before, but there were two solid errors in defence, capitalised upon by Lynex to very, very good effect for Leicester City. So, an indirect free kick, which Wilson prepares to take. Coming in from the far post, now it's Larry May, pokes it up there, and Melrose tries to get up, and did. My golly. Jimmy Melrose getting up between the sandwich of McNaught and Swain, got up above both of them. He did climb well. Ron Saunders there, and just beyond him, Roy McLaren. Swain's kick. Easy one for May. May's there again, working now with Bremner. Swain. Good cross. And Withe is going to score. He's done it again, Peter Withe. Well, what a beautiful cross that was from Kenny Swain, who started as a winger in his early days with Wycombe Wanderers and then with Chelsea, and showed with this cross right from the corner flag that he hasn't forgotten how to drop them in there. And look at Peter Withe coming up on the back post. Wallington's got no chance with that. It's 3-2 Aston Villa. Here's the corner. Evans got the touch across the goal. Bremner the touch down. Here comes Mortimer. Straight into and through Alan Young. Young's challenge on Dennis Mortimer, incredibly fierce. So a free kick to Villa. Wallington has asked for 5 in the wall, and they are guarding his right-hand post, left as we look at it. Cowans and Mortimer together, and Mortimer nicks it off to Morley. Scores a beautifully worked free kick, and Aston Villa are 4-2 in front. Tony Morley makes it 12 goals for the season. Mortimer strokes that off, and Morley really hammers that deep in there, though Shaw might just have got a touch then. Now Ron Saunders down there, I wonder if he knows that he's top of the First Division at this precise moment. Young, good touch. Byrne leaving it for Wilson. Got to hurry. Young giving it a try and won it. And a touch here for Melrose, and he couldn't put it in. Oh, and Young is shouting and clenching his fists at Jimmy Melrose then, as he is entitled to do, because Alan Young again exposed a fault there with Rimmer's handling. Took the ball away from him. Now, you couldn't have an easier scoring chance than he gave Melrose. And he just toe-poked it forward, and it's cleared off the line. Here's the corner. And Lynex! Oh, good gracious me. Well, Jimmy Rimmer going through a bit of a nightmare in goal at the moment. And that looked to me very much as though Steve Lynex could have got himself a hat-trick then. Melrose helps it on. Young is there. And again Young. Going for the far post, and Rimmer got a hand to it. I've got a feeling the ball was beating the far post anyway, but I don't think Jimmy Rimmer could take any chances. That was good skills by the big lad, Alan Young. He teased his opening and hits it far post. Rimmer just turns it round for the corner. So here's the corner. Young and May go up together. And Withe it was who was back covering. Yet another corner for Leicester, and Leicester fans really get some sound going for their team. Can't complain. Jock Wallace and his team can't complain about the volume of support they're getting here this afternoon. It's Grewcock with the corner. Rimmer palmed it away. Wilson! And Ken McNaught belted that one anywhere. Goes for another corner. Well, Leicester really putting some pressure on this defence of Aston Villa. They've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the goalkeeper inside the 6-yard box and 4 more in the penalty area as well. Rimmer two-handed punch and Wilson! And Melrose! And Peter Withe comes clear. Gary Shaw touches it down, but Scott is there. Melrose keeps the ball in play. Melrose fouled Morley. Free kick. Mortimer with the corner kick. Young out, Shaw down. That was Allan Evans just stabbing the ball forward. And a break on here for Grewcock. And Rimmer foils him. Jimmy Rimmer. Well, let's see how close that was going to be. Grewcock in, shoots. Yes, that was going in, and Rimmer kept it out. A corner. Cross and for May. And that's Scott off the line by Cowans. And another corner. So yet another corner coming up, and Grewcock. This one lower, and whacked away by Swain. Shaw, the only man up front. And now Villa break out fast. It's Morley. Morley going on his own, looking for the shot. Fine shot it was, and Wilson popped that away just as Gary Shaw was going to pick up the crumbs. Now from deep inside his own half, Morley went really storming in. A shooting chance. Saw it, hit it, Wallington dropped it, Shaw tried to get in, but Wilson cleared. Well, that's about 3 minutes of stoppage time played. A header by Gary with it, Shaw. And there it is. Referee Terry Morris ends it, and Ron Saunders gets up off the bench as his team go back to the top of the First Division with a thumping 4-2 win here. Peter Withe, his 2 goals, equaling his best scoring season ever. And as I said earlier, remember he did it the last time he got 16 First Division goals was when Nottingham Forest won the championship in '78. Is that an omen for Aston Villa? Final scoreline here then this afternoon as Aston Villa go back to the top of the First Division. Leicester City 2, Aston Villa 4.
Well, I don't know if that was an omen. It was certainly a thriller, and it was a win that puts Aston Villa on top of the First Division tonight, with Ipswich having lost 3-1 at West Bromwich Albion. Here's the table. Jim, let's have the details.
Villa a point clear of Ipswich, leaders for the last 10 weeks, but Ipswich still with that superior goal difference. Ipswich lucky to escape with just that 3-1 defeat today, apparently.